Hello guys, and welcome back again to Motion Cube channel. And today we will make this cool Kinetic typography. And let's start. First we're going to create a solid. This is going to be the background, but forget about it right now. Let's write the text first. So I'm going to go to the text tool here, and let's write motion. You can make slash here, cube tutorial. Alright, with the caps, and let's go to the align and let's make it to the center here. I'm gonna pre-comp that. So we're gonna move all attributes. Let's go inside here, and with the text here we're going to go to the region and interest. Now let's create this rectangle here. Go composition and go to crop. Now I'm going to create another solid here, and this is going to be the background color. Now let's go to effect and presets, and let's write ramp, and gradient ramp will appear, and let's throw it to the background. Now let's just do this like, you can do whatever you want, of course. And now I'm gonna go right to orange color here, choose orange. It's not orange, let's go orange, and then we're gonna go right to the top here. And by the way, choosing both color from opposite place is gonna create a cool color. Alright, now let's go back to the comp. I'm gonna make this 3D, and right now let's just duplicate this layer. I'm gonna duplicate it and bring the anchor point right down here. Now let's move it, and let's activate the snapping, and let's put it so it's gonna snap right over here. Now let's go to the reveal layer source by project, and let's duplicate it because I don't need any text here. And let's press Alt and replace it. And I'm gonna go inside here, delete that text, and for this I'm gonna swap the color. And you can change that whatever color you want. Let's make it wider here. That's what we have now. I'm going to create also camera. So we can see what we're doing. So for this layer, I'm going to go rotation. Let's go -90. Right now we have that. Now I'm going to duplicate it, and it's going to be the bottom layer. And let's by the way, I'm pressing C so I can cycle through the camera properties here. So let's bring it down. Yeah, snap. And now for this one, I'm gonna name it cover front. Let's duplicate it, and let's move it to the back. Okay. And as you can see, it's not snapping yet. let's just move it, and yeah, snap good. Yeah. Now I'm gonna disable the camera, and let's create a null, and let's make it 3D. And those, okay, let's see where the position of the null. So I don't want this position of the null to be right over here, so let's bring it to the center, about here. That's good. Now let's attach all the layer here except the background, parented to the null. Now let's name it control. And right now if you go rotation and you rotate the x-axis, so you start having the rotation. So I'm going to go to the Y and press Alt, and let's make an expression which is going to be time plus let's say 100. Okay, so it's not Y, it's X, sorry. Okay, time plus 30. And yeah, but it's very slow, so let's make it 100. Okay, that is much better. Now the other problem here is you can see the text is flipped, so it's very easy to fix this. But first you have the anchor point right. So we got the cover 2 here, which is this one, and I think it's in the center, right? Yeah, it's in the center. So I'm gonna go right click, but before that let's just unlink the layer, because sometimes it causes some problem. So we go transform and flip vertically, and here it is. So we're gonna parent it again to the control, and let's see now. Alright, that's good. Now for the part that you're all waiting for, how we're gonna create the bending, the spiral look of the text. So we're gonna duplicate this, and we're gonna apply a ramp, gradient ramp, and do exactly what I'm doing right now. So I'm gonna go to ramp. Let's bring this right over here, the black and the white. Let's bring it right over here. Okay, do exactly just like that. Now remember, from the old tutorial that we did from the landscape, Control Shift C, and let's move all attributes, and we're gonna name it displace. Now I'm gonna hide it. Okay. Now let's pre-comp everything here, the box. So don't forget the controller, because it's control the rotation. Control Shift C and move all attributes. And right now we will go to displacement, but not map, it's time. So time displacement. So let's choose the displace, and here it is. Now from the beginning you're gonna have that because it's gonna start from the displace, but if you go to about 2 here, you're gonna get this. Now if you want to make it more, you can give it 3, and we'll do 3 time. Let's make it 2. I think 2 is good. Also, I'm gonna go to the time resolution, and let's make it, you make it 500 when you want to render, but right now just 100 is good. Now the other problem you're gonna face in this technique, let me show you. Let's go. You see this jagged edges. Now if you bump it from the resolution, let's say 500, as I told you before. I'm gonna smooth it a little bit. Alright, it's smoothed, but it's not very visible. But the thing that I found suitable for this kind of animation is the books blur. So let's go to books blur and let's give it 3. Maybe 2 is good. Yeah. So now if you cycle through it, see it's much better. Now let's scale it. So we are here now. Now I'm gonna go to quarter just for the time. Now you can start rendering from 2 second here. So let's make it B. And let's press play. Okay, something I would have to tell you about this technique. Well, you are not in 3D program, so this technique demands some powerful PC, because it's kind of weird that this displacement map, it makes the render very slow. So I render about 10 seconds and it took about 20 minutes rendering this type of animation. So make sure that you have a PC with good aspects and with good graphic card, with good CPU. If not, don't do this. You know, I recommend it not to do that, because look, if you go to full, you're gonna have this problem. You see, my PC is not weak at all. And if you press space and you want to play it, look, it's very, very, very slow. So I recommend it for you. After you finish the animation, just leave the PC, render, and you will get the best result. So let's, so you feel like you're rendering 3D render or something like 3ds Max or Cinema 4D. So it's kind of frustrating why After Effects is so slow with this kind of filters. Anyway, let's go back to quarter. I'm gonna finish what we're doing. So we're gonna duplicate that and let's bring it down here. And if you want this to rotate in the other side, we're gonna go right click and go to time, and let's go to time reverse layer. And now you have the both layer moving against each other, which is cool. Now you know the rest. You can only add a glow. You can like this. You can add a glow. Make this 0 here. Just a little bit there. Yeah, just like this. You can break it down. See, it's taking time. Maybe we can make it 30. Yeah. 1.3 is good, I think. Yeah, 0.3. Alright, can add that glow to the other layer. Good. 4. I think 0.6 is good. 5. Alright, we're gonna add the ramp, the background. Let's add add also a drop shadow. See here, we can go to distance, then adding some and you can also give it a blue color, the shadow. Okay, so here, and yeah, this is it. So this is the end of tutorial. But as I told you before, this technique is so painful for the PC. But if you have a powerful PC, it's easy for you, so that's good. One thing I should mention here is that this technique is very easy in Cinema 4D, and I'm going to show you the next tutorial how to do it in Cinema 4D with no effort at all. So even After Effects, it didn't take a lot of time, but the frustrating thing is that the displacement map is so slow with After Effects. So as you can see, this is the end of our tutorial today. Now, if you like this tutorial, please subscribe to the channel to be updated for the new tutorial in the future. Thanks a lot.